Have you ever walked into a store or scrolled online with a clear shopping list only to emerge with a basket full of things you never intended to buy? You're not alone. That feeling of an impulse purchase, that sudden urge for something you didn't know you needed, it's a universal experience. But what if I told you that this isn't accidental? What if every single one of those impulse buys was carefully engineered, a result of subtle psychological signals designed to bypass your rational mind? Today, we're pulling back the curtain. We're going to expose 10 secret psychological tactics that companies use to influence your decisions, often without you even realizing it. By the end of this, you'll never shop the same way again. You'll see the hidden code behind every price tag, every advertisement, and every product placement. Let me tell you about Emma. She's a university student, super budget conscious, always tracking her spending. One afternoon, she saw an ad for her favorite skincare brand, limited time offer, buy one, get one 50% off. It was a deal too good to pass up, or so she thought. Emma only needed one bottle of serum, but the offer made her feel like she was saving money by buying two. She convinced herself it was a smart purchase, stocking up for the future. She felt clever, savvy, like she'd beaten the system. But what Emma didn't realize was that she was walking right into a carefully constructed psychological trap. 3 powerful triggers were at play, all designed to make her spend more. First, the ad itself was likely splashed with the color red. Red isn't just a color. It's a psychological trigger for urgency and excitement. It subtly releases dopamine, that feel-good reward chemical, making you associate the deal with immediate gratification. It screams "act now," without saying a word. Second, the phrase "limited time offer" is a classic scarcity marketing tactic. It creates a powerful fear of missing out, or FOMO. Your brain perceives a potential loss if you don't act quickly, overriding logical thought with emotional urgency. Third, the buy one, get one 50% off reframe the cost. Instead of seeing it as spending more money on an unneeded item, Emma perceived it as saving money. The focus shifted from the total outlay to the perceived discount, making the extra purchase feel like a win. The result? Emma spent twice her planned amount, buying a product she didn't immediately need, all while feeling like she'd made a smart financial decision. She fulfilled the brand's goal perfectly. These tactics aren't just in online ads. They're pervasive across all shopping environments, from your local grocery store to luxury boutiques. Let's start with something you see every single day: colors. Brands don't just pick colors because they look pretty. Every hue is a strategic choice designed to evoke specific emotions and actions. It's a silent language spoken directly to your subconscious. Think about it. Red often signals urgency, excitement, or even hunger, which is why you see it so much in fast food logos and sale banners. Blue, on the other hand, conveys trust, stability, and professionalism, making it a favorite for banks and tech companies. Green is often used for freshness, health, and nature, perfect for organic products or environmental initiatives. Even the combination of red and yellow is a powerful hunger trigger, a staple in many iconic fast food brands. These aren't accidents. They're deliberate psychological nudges. This is one of the most common and effective tricks in the book. Phrases like "only 3 left in stock," "sale ends tonight," or "limited edition" are designed to create a powerful sense of urgency. They tap into our innate fear of missing out. When we perceive something as scarce, its value instantly increases in our minds. The pressure to act immediately overrides rational consideration, pushing us to buy before the opportunity vanishes. It's a race against the clock, and the company sets the timer. This tactic compels immediate purchases, often for items we might otherwise deliberate over or decide against. It's about creating artificial demand and leveraging our psychological aversion to loss. We are social creatures, and we inherently trust the wisdom of the crowd. Companies exploit this by showcasing social proof to influence our decisions. Think about those bestseller badges or most popular labels. When you see 1,000 people bought this today, or rated #1 by consumers, it creates a powerful sense of validation. If so many others are doing it, it must be a good choice, right? This leverages our tendency to follow the crowd, even if we don't know the crowd. Online reviews, testimonials, and influencer endorsements are all forms of social proof. They tell us that others have already vetted the product, making us more comfortable with our own purchase. Anchoring is a subtle but incredibly powerful pricing strategy. It involves presenting a high-priced item first, or as a reference point, to make a subsequent target item seem much more affordable and appealing. Your perception of value is literally anchored. Imagine seeing a luxury watch for $999. Then, right next to it, you see a perfectly good watch for $199. Suddenly, the $199 watch doesn't seem expensive. It seems like a steal compared to the anchor. The initial high price sets a mental benchmark, making anything lower appear to be a good deal. This trick manipulates your perception of value, making you feel like you're getting a bargain when you might still be spending more than you intended. Our senses are powerful gateways to our emotions and decisions. Companies meticulously craft sensory experiences to influence your behavior. It's not just about what you see, it's about what you hear and smell. Malls often play slow, calming music to encourage shoppers to linger longer, increasing their chances of making more purchases. The longer you stay, the more you spend. Cafes strategically pump out the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, even if it's not actively brewing, to create cravings and draw customers in. Car showrooms use specific scents to evoke newness or luxury, making you feel a deeper connection to the vehicle. These sensory cues bypass your rational mind and directly tap into your desires. This is a fascinating trick where companies introduce a third, less attractive option to make a specific, desired choice seem much better. It's about manipulating your perception of value by providing a comparison point. Consider the classic popcorn example at the cinema. A small for $3, a large for $7, and a medium for $6. The medium, the decoy, is priced just slightly less than the large, making the large seem like a much better value for only $1 more. Without the medium, you might just buy the small. But with the decoy, the large becomes the obvious choice, even if it's more than you originally wanted. It subtly pushes you towards the company's preferred, higher profit option. Default settings are pre-selected options that companies choose for you, often because they primarily benefit the company, not necessarily you. They leverage our inertia and our tendency to stick with the path of least resistance. Think about signing up for a new service where auto-renewal is pre-checked, or booking a flight where extra insurance is automatically added to your cart. You have to actively uncheck these options, which takes effort. Most people don't bother, or they simply don't notice. These defaults ensure higher conversion rates for subscriptions, add-ons, and services that you might not truly need or want. Every website, every ad, every product display is designed with a specific visual hierarchy. This is about guiding your eyes and attention to specific elements, influencing your decisions without you even realizing it. The Buy Now button is almost always brighter, larger, and more prominently placed than the Learn More or Add to Wishlist options. Important information is often at the top or center, while less desirable details are hidden in smaller fonts at the bottom. This design strategy ensures that your attention is drawn to the actions the company wants you to take. It makes the desired path the easiest and most obvious one, subtly directing your choices. This tactic plays on our psychological need for consistency. It starts with a small, easy request like signing up for a free trial or providing your email address for a newsletter. This initial, low-commitment action gets your foot in the door. Once you've made that small commitment, you're psychologically more likely to agree to larger, more significant requests later on. You've already invested a little, so why not a little more? This could lead to upgrading to a paid subscription, making a purchase after a free trial, or even becoming a loyal customer. It's a gradual escalation of commitment, leveraging your own consistency against you. Finally, let's talk about the illusion of choice. You walk into a supermarket and see dozens of brands of cereal, coffee, or cleaning products. It feels like a vast array of options, giving you complete freedom to choose. However, beneath the surface, Many of these seemingly diverse brands are actually owned by the same handful of massive corporations. What appears to be variety is often just different packaging for products from the same parent company. This tactic gives consumers the perception of choice and competition, while in reality, the market is consolidated. It allows these megacorporations to dominate shelves and control pricing, all while making you feel empowered by your decision. So there you have it. 10 powerful psychological tricks that companies use every single day to influence your buying decisions. Every color, every word, every button, every sound, every scent. It's all strategically placed. Companies aren't just selling products. They're selling feelings, solutions, and desires. They know exactly how to push your buttons, how to tap into your fears, and how to leverage your natural human tendencies. Which of these tactics surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more content like this, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more insights. Because once you see the code, once you understand these hidden influences, you can't be controlled by it. You become the conscious consumer, making informed choices, not manipulated ones.